They came on a Tuesday, 3 people in gray jackets with blue ID badges. Said they were from the Department of Youth Opportunity. Said my brother had been selected for a federal enrichment program. Said it was for gifted youth from underprivileged homes. Said we should be proud. I should have said no, but we didn't have much. Just one room, one fridge, one clock that didn't tick unless you hit it twice. And he wanted to go. He was 16, loved robotics, memorized blueprints for fun. He said, maybe this is how I get out. So I signed the form. He left the next morning. One duffel bag, a kiss on my forehead, and the last thing he said, I'll write you every week. For the first month he did, letters, long ones, describing a campus in the mountains, white buildings, clean dorms, 12 students, said they took their phones, said no social media, no outside contact. But the food was good. The science labs were incredible. They called it the ARC Project. The fourth letter was different, short, just one sentence. Some of the kids are disappearing. After that, nothing. No more letters, no calls, no updates. I contacted the agency. They said, he's doing well. I asked for proof. They said, due to the voluntary nature of the program, participants may choose to limit contact. I said, he wouldn't. They said, you signed a consent form. Access is restricted. I went to the address listed on their website. It was a shuttered post office. That's when I knew something was wrong. My name is Nia. I'm 27, barista, student, big sister, and now an investigator. I filed a FOIA request. It was denied. I searched public contracts. No record of a Department of Youth Opportunity. Only mention was in a 2009 congressional earmark, buried in defense appropriations. Label ARC Initiative, Behavioral Intelligence Cohort, Tier C. Behavioral, not educational? I went deeper, found 14 other parents online, all same story. Children selected, sent away, some letters, then silence, then automated responses. One mother got a postcard that just said, don't come looking. I started piecing together the locations, found 5 states with ARC projects, each one near a decommissioned military site, one in Montana, 2 in Arizona, 1 in West Virginia, 1 closest to me in Northern California. I drove 8 hours, found the fence, tall, razor wired, marked federal property, no trespassing, but no flag, no signage, no guards, just cameras. I camped nearby, watched the gate. 3 days, nothing. Then on the 4th, a van, unmarked, tinted windows, drove in, didn't come out. That night I cut the fence, got 50 yards in before the spotlight hit me. A voice over a speaker. You are in a restricted area, turn back now. I ran. They didn't chase, just watched, like they wanted me to know they saw me. I went home. My apartment had been searched, not robbed, just altered. Papers missing, laptop unplugged, fridge open. I posted on Reddit. Nothing stuck. Accounts shadow banned. Then I got an encrypted message. They're not just training your brother, they're reprogramming him. Attached, a redacted contract signed by a group called Argus Biotech, private military contractor, funded under DoD psychological warfare budget. The ARC project wasn't school, it was a controlled environment to study youth response under isolation, simulated leadership, deprivation. Phase 1, data. Phase 2, disruption. Phase 3, integration. I found a codebook, a leaked database string, 1 file marked, Tier C, subject 127B, status, retained. That was my brother's ID number. I remembered from the envelope, he was still there, and I knew what I had to do. I contacted a whistleblower network. They helped me plan. Build a signal jammer, spoof credentials, bypass remote biometric ID. I'm going in. Because they took my brother in the name of education. And now they want to erase him in the name of national security. But they forgot the one thing they should have never underestimated: his sister. I arrived at the perimeter at 03:47 a.m. Low fog, no wind, used the signal scrambler, disabled the nearest two surveillance poles, 30-second window. I went through the east fence crawl space, hidden behind brush, mapped by a whistleblower 5 years ago. Boots silent, heartbeat louder than my breath. The compound was vast. 3 buildings, one central dome-shaped structure with biometric locks. I had one chance, the staff entrance. The badge I cloned blinked green. The door clicked. Inside, silence. Bright white walls, artificial air. No sounds, only an electronic hum and low mechanical whir beneath my feet. I passed 2 empty labs, then saw the file room, unattended. Inside, rows of cabinets marked by alphanumeric IDs. I found one, 127B. My brother opened it. Photos, logs, a small box of belongings. His sketch pad still smelled like pencil and paper. A note. Subject shows creative resilience. Attempts to sketch layouts restrict access to tools. Then I found a schedule. Wing C2, Block 14, marked Observation Pending Adjustment. I made it to C2 with 30 seconds to spare before motion sensors rearmed. Door locked, but I saw him, through a reinforced glass panel, sitting, alone, older, thinner, staring blankly. I tapped. He didn't look. Then I whispered, "Milo." He flinched, turned, his eyes widened. He stood. Then he said it. The words I'll never forget. "They told me you were dead." I found the emergency override, triggered the lockdown reversal. The door hissed. We hugged. I whispered, "We're going home." But it wasn't that easy. Alarms blared. Containment breach. Exit disabled. They knew. I grabbed his hand. We ran. Through Hall F, past 2 stunned techs. Out into the night. Bullets hit the ground near our feet, but they didn't chase far. They couldn't, because I had something they feared more than escape. A data dump. The moment we got outside the second fence, I hit upload all, 6.4 GB of files, PDFs, internal logs, videos, audio memos, medical diagrams, subjects' faces, including Milo's. News hit the same day. Headline: The ARC project was never education, it was human testing. Congress demanded answers. The DoD denied, then tried to minimize, then blamed contractors. But the truth was out, too big to bury, too human to ignore. 13 ARC sites, 211 subjects, 52 still inside when we escaped. By week's end, they were freed. Whistleblowers testified. Families filed suits. The Secretary of Defense resigned. The President made a statement. This does not reflect who we are. But it did. It reflected who we were when no one was watching. Milo lives with me now, still quiet, still healing. But he laughs, he builds, he sketches cities without fences. He says, "I thought no one was coming." And I say, "You don't know your sister." They took my brother for a secret study. They called it Voluntary. He never came home. But now he's free. And so are the others. Thank you for watching. If you want to get more of that kind of stories, press like and check out our channel.